This has not been my day. I swear. So, for the past 2 minutes, I was talking to a dead mic because the computer went dead because I pressed the button too much. All I wanted to do was play Final Fantasy XVI Rising Tide, man. I've wanted to do it since yesterday. But this day has been nothing but troubleshooting and figuring out how to make this shit work because it stopped working. I have no one to blame but myself. I woke up very early this morning, went back to sleep, woke up in a stupor, and then stumbled over to here to do some editing. And in the meantime, working on what I was going to do tonight for this stream. And lo and behold, OBS had an update and it fucked everything up. As you notice, you don't see any captions down here. That's unfortunate. The dock is gone. It's completely missing. You know, Kobe Bryant dies and I lose my game save. It's just a sad state of affairs. So, enough of me. I'm trying to get through this DLC. Final Fantasy 16. I hope to see you all on the other side of this. I think the biggest problem I've had is just that all of this shit that happened to me just now over the past day. I mean, it's my fault. It's my fault. I was caught lacking. But it ain't about that. It's about installing the tides. Thank you for purchasing the Rising Tide. Your new content is ready to play. Accessing additional content to access the Rising Tide questline, you must first have unlocked Origin on the world map, as well as completed the side quests there where there's a will and priceless. Yes. To unlock Karios Gate battle content in the hideaways, that stone, you must first clear both the main game and the Rising Tide storyline. Redeem bonus items. Bonus items will be available for redemption from the system tab in the main menu upon reaching the main scenario quest, a chance encounter. Very nice. The Rising Tide questline. A new questline, the Rising Tide, is now available by inspecting the reading table in Clive's hideaway chambers. Very nice. Well, at least I know where everything is again in the hideaway. I had more than enough time to run around it. Jessica, how are you, pimp? I hope you weren't around for the shit show that was 45 minutes of me figuring out how to make OBS work again. Here we go. 45 minutes, and all I need to do is just download the stupid DLC. Glad to hear that you are good. Let's see what this DLC is all about. I shall not waste time mincing words. Leviathan's dominant is in need of rescue, and despite my innumerable misgivings about joining... Is that innumerable? There we go. Oh, now I'm in a better mood, ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens, and everybody in between. Help me in welcoming the lovely, respectfully, the lovely Lieutenant Mao to the stream. And thank you for cashing in that after hours Discord check-in. I actually just got a message and a friend request from some random person. Hey, I don't know what people think when they do that stuff. Like, what? I don't get it. Maybe it's not for me. Sid. Back to the game. I shall not waste time mincing words. Leviathan's dominant is in need of rescue, and despite my innumerable misgivings about joining hands with an outlaw of the highest disroot, whatever, the dame has assured me that there are none better suited to the task at hand. I dare not reveal more for fear this missive could fall into the wrong hands, but if what little I have penned here has kindled your interest, ooh, hey, yo, I bid you journey to the Vale in Northreach and inquire with one Layla. Ooh. She will surely see you satisfied. Hey, yo. Well then, let's head to that quest.
Leviathan the Lost. But why now? After all this time.
Why, what now?
Oh. I'm not sure you'd believe me if I told you.
After all we've been through.
You know what's crazy? I get Facebook friend requests. I don't even get on Facebook anymore. I just have it. Right, I just never use it.
Rouse Joshua and meet me in the mess.
And on my bio it says, I don't use Facebook anymore. And people still send me friend requests. It's crazy.
I see we're all here.
So, what is it this time?
I'm not sure yet.
I'm here just not trying to spoil. Fair.
Omitted a few crucial details.
That's why I'm not in Prolocar streams.
That was one of the details it omitted.
But thank you, Mal.
But whoever the sender was, it seems the dame held them in high enough
I
regard
totally
to
understand.
in our direction.
The dame. Well, she's not one to waste our time. It must be important.
Important might be an understatement. If the letter is to be believed, Leviathan's dominant is in danger. And someone wants us to save him.
Leviathan?
So the Warden of Water has finally returned. What has it been? 100 years?
More. The Lost moniker dates back at least that long. Even our venerable lawsman would not have been so much as a glint in his father's eye when last the mighty serpent brought his crushing waves to bear upon the realm.
Well, why the gap? I know it can be a few years before a new dominant's born. But over a century?
Should the dominant of Water's bloodline have been severed somehow, it could have prevented a new dominant from awakening.
But if one has awakened now, he couldn't have chosen a worse time. Every nation in the realm has lost its dominant.
I can understand why
If word
people
gets out
didn't
that there
like
is still one to be
16.
had, they will stop at nothing to claim it for their own.
It's great writing.
twins will be
It's
at war
great
again,
delivery.
Just
It's
when
just
humanity most needs to
so.
come together. Did the letter say anything else?
It's just
Only that if I
so.
wish to
It's
know more,
not
we must
seven.
meet in
Seven is dynamic, and the
At the
camera
Veil, they'll arrange a
moves, and
meeting.
people are moving, and there's action.
If nothing else, you can be certain it ain't a trap.
Famous last words. I'm coming with you.
As am I.
Thank you. Both of you. And Otto?
Yeah. I'll keep an eye on things here. Didn't fancy coming anyway.
Thank you. I shall leave the Invincible in your capable hands.
I don't know what that jingle came from. I'm trying to think if it was from Leviathan in 14. The Calm. Chasing the tides. The quest destinations for the rising tide are indicated with an icon. After accepting the quest, current objectives are displayed in the to-do list on the right-hand side of the screen. These will temporarily replace main scenario objectives. Prioritizing the tides. If you wish to restore main scenario objectives to the to-do list, you can do so on the journal tab in the main menu. Cool. Yeah, let's go. We out here. We sad now. Sad something. This is what I'm talking about.
The garrison said they'd take another 100 of me pitch box.
Those whites will think
To the Veil it is then.
Looks like you've got a thirst. We can remedy that.
Hey, yo.
Haven't seen any of those priests. The garrison may have kept the whites from the wolves, but who was it that kept these cobbles swept? Me.
There we go.
Fancy a peek behind the veil, my lord?
Hey, yo.
I'm looking for a Layla.
You found one. So, will your friends be joining in? Or just watching?
We're not here for your services. We simply want to talk.
What you do with your time is up to you. The price is still the same.
We're here about the letter.
Oh. Sorry. I suppose you'll be wanting to know who wrote it then.
Among other things.
Look, I'm just the messenger here. There's only so much I can tell you.
Specifically?
A location, north of town, on the shore of Isle of Feist Bay. There you'll find a tent and the woman who can answer your questions.
And that's all? Nothing else?
Actually, one thing. There's more than flowers in the meadows these days. So keep that sword of yours to hand.
That's like double and triple entendres right there. Alright.
Does anyone else think it's strange that this woman should prefer to keep to the outskirts of town?
Not if she realizes the value of the information she's party to.
And the danger it puts her in.
I haven't seen any of those beastly blue-eyed... beans of late.
Perhaps you
Aha.
The Duke has pledged to work with the people of Northreach to rebuild.
Chocobo. See, seven has spoiled me because you can just walk up to the Chocobo and mount it.
Well, the tent is where Layla said it would be.
Yes, but who awaits us inside?
Let's inspect.
It's empty. Why am I not surprised? A boat. No prizes for guessing who that belongs to.
This is just like 14, really. Gathering
The
clues.
embers are still warm.
So you're Sid.
I suppose I must be. Which means you have me at a disadvantage.
Apologies. I am Shula, tributary of Mysidia, final haven of the Moats of Water.
The Moats of Water.
The very tribe into which it was believed Leviathan's dominant was born. A people notable for their sapphire eyes and ivory hair. Yes, that would be impossible, since the tribe famously...
Vanished. Was exterminated. Despite the best efforts of both church and state, we are still very much alive. Though we've managed to keep that fact hidden from good Krieger's faithful for over a century.
Along with Leviathan's dominant.
I guess that explains why. Okay.
That wave out there. What do you know of it?
The Surge. Only that it's been there a long time.
Since the fall of Drake's Eye almost a century ago. Some claim the two are connected, but none can speak with any certainty.
So in other words, you know nothing. Not that I'll hold it against you. The wave was raised by Leviathan in an act of rage. Moments before the waters were stayed, and the icon and its dominant bound within.
And you want us to?
Rescue him. Yes. You see, a little bird told me about a certain outlaw with a singular knack for putting unruly dominants in their place. And ours is about as unruly as they get. For years, we've searched for someone who could hold their own against an icon. Someone just like you. So what do you say? Will you help us?
What exactly did your dominant do to warrant this punishment?
What did he do? He committed the greatest crime one of his kind can. He was born. But he deserves a better fate than the one my people forced upon him. He deserves to be free.
As do we all. Very well. Far-fetched though your tale may seem, something tells me you speak in earnest. So we will do what we can for your dominant. But first, you will tell us everything you know about him and the means of his imprisonment.
I can do better than that. I can show you. Care to take a trip across the bay? My people await you there.
Lead the way.
The Lost Cloak, very nice. If you manage to navigate the cloak's narrow mountaintop pass without plummeting to your death, you will be rewarded with a breathtaking view of the blighted wasteland stretching from the Aliphiest Bay to the Sea of Grace. Whatever the heck that means.
All right, you might want to hold on to something. We're coming up on the wall, and passing through can take a bit of getting used to.
I don't see any wall.
Of course you don't. That's the point. It's a glamour woven by our ancestors to keep our village hidden from prying eyes. But don't take my word for it. Watch.
Oh, that was worse than a slug of Bacchus wine.
Clive, the sky.
It's blue, but how is that possible?
You do know what a glamour is, don't you? Ours just happens to work both ways, and a good thing too. I wouldn't fancy staring at those sickly clouds every day.
Oh, nice. Hey, thanks, Mal. Gotta get you an emoji
And
with your new hair.
that concludes our little voyage. We're here. It's a long slog to the village, and a hard one. I Hope you're up for a climb.
It sounds just like the hyperbolic whatever area in 14.
Finally.
What? You didn't think we'd arrived, did you? The village isn't up here. It's on the other side of the mountain.
Of course it is.
Literally me. Thank you. Thank you, Marionette. Oh, this is... Now we're here. Now we're here, boy. Alright, so... try to remember how to do this. Yep, circle. Hold this down. Oh, a jump button. I'm so used to not jumping. I like how they
Watch
actually...
yourself, Sid. This path can be treacherous.
I like
if not
this.
for the sheer drop, then for the beasts who prowl it.
Thank you for the warning. And please, call me Clive. Sid is an alias.
You will be pleased to learn, Lady Shula, that I have no such aliases.
Is that so, Lord Margrace?
It's all the same to me.
They got banter. They bantering now? Let's get the glowy thing. And of course it's an excuse to have you look out into the area. Look at this. Come on now. What are we even doing?
I was wondering when they'd pick up our scent.
Stand back. We'll handle this.
Oh, will you now? Shall I keep my axe and spells to myself then?
Ooh. I'm trying to switch characters like in 7. Okay, now I'm starting to remember.
Earlier you mentioned spells, yet I see you carry no crystals.
Since when did a bearer ever need crystals?
But then, where is your brand?
Waiting for me in Sunbreck, if I ever get careless.
And it's in for a long wait.
Ah, yeah, okay. Starting to remember now. Starting to remember now. Wait a minute. We have brand new attacks. So how come we just, abilities. Gear and icons. Oh, here we are. Here we are. Here we are, boy. Yes.
We're almost at the summit. From there, you'll have a better view of our home.
It's great music as always.
Few have ever set eyes on what I'm about to show you. Just so you know.
This is not what I expected.
And his name is John C.
God damn it, hype the commentator. Show up times 3:30, 4 o'clock, pimp. Mystidia. Very nice. What up? How you feel? I hope your Friday's treating you well.
It's been a long time since I saw the North looking so
alive.
I'm sure you have plenty of questions, but it's been a long journey, and I expect we could all do with a rest. Our humble village is only a short way from here, if you'd care to accompany me. Let's get ourselves in front of a fire, and I'll tell you everything you need to know.
You're not doing Friday Night SmackDown commentary? About halfway there.
It's beautiful, Shula.
And we aim to keep it that way.
I'm good. Friday has been good. I started putting the thing together yesterday, but I need one more piece of footage and I'll grab before the show. Perfect. I'd love to hear it. There's SmackDown tonight. I'm figuring out a new stream schedule. Okay. I was trying to stream this since yesterday, but I was caught up.
Are those stones glowing?
That's one of the cairns which maintain the glamour. Steer well clear.
She said it. YouTube and TikTok are my priority for content right now. There you go.
If the surge was an act of rage,
One wonders what prompted it.
Damn, that's pretty. Yeah, I need to figure out. I fought all day with my OBS this morning and this afternoon and this evening to get it to work right. Don't update your OBS, by the way. OBS 30.1.2, don't do it. It messed all my shit up. Final Fantasy where you can jump? How about that? Reflection of Fire, Phoenix Shift. Very good. I haven't done it, but thanks for letting me know. Good. Yeah, you don't want none of that shit, do we? It screwed up my AI captions, and it screwed up my Stream Deck integration. So, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, OBS. The thing of it was, like, it's not new. It's been a couple of days old, like maybe 8 days, and I keep putting it off. I keep putting the update off. But today, like an idiot, I was like, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, don't do it. Damn. I just think I'm OP.
could we not have spared ourselves the mountain crossing by landing further north?
In clear view of the bay?
She's got a point. Beautiful. Go over here. Well, probably not.
On evening tides.
Does morning's light return?
Open the gates! The tributary is home!
Yeah, don't do it. Don't mess with it. You're gonna have a bad time.
Outsiders? Well, I never. Look at the size of that dog.
All right now, back to your duties. You'll have to forgive my people their curiosity. We don't get many visitors. Or any, truth be told.
Then we are honored to be the first.
This is
The new
quite
WWE tag belts they
extraordinary.
showed on SmackDown look nice. They look
stepping
like
into
the old
another world.
WWF tag belts from
So do
the
you
Attitude
believe me
Era.
now?
Real shit. I'm gonna have to look for
You've
this.
made it difficult not to, my lady. But how did your people chance to settle here in the north? Unless I am much mistaken, the moats of water long called the coasts of Southern Ash their home. Until Drake's Horn fell and the Blight forced them ever inland, where...
We met our doom, along with our dominant. I see you've read the Gregorian Church's account, but perhaps you'd like to hear ours. That building over there is the Witten Hall. It's where my people gather to discuss matters of import. We can speak more inside, once the place is ready to receive you. It shouldn't take long, but you're welcome to explore the village while I see to things.
Thank you. We'll do just that.
Looking at this segment right now. Yeah, they do look nice. Excuse me, oh my god. Yeah, it's not bad.
That'll be them then. Don't look like me.
I like the throwback style.
Look.
Intruders!
Oh, do you think he bites?
So what do you think of our little haven in the woods?
It's very
It
nice.
might not have all the comforts of a southern settlement, but at least it's ours.
And there's a lot to be said for that. It can't have been easy keeping this place a secret.
Not easy, no. We've dedicated our lives to maintaining the glamour that conceals us. Us and Walyas.
This man, Walyas, is he Leviathan's dominant?
That's right. Though he's no man, Walyas is still a baby.
A baby?
Baby.
Forgive me, but you said that the Dominant and his icon were bound inside the Surge almost a century ago. That would surely make him older still.
It would, if he'd been allowed to age. But the spell robbed the poor bairn of even that.
I'm sorry.
Walyas was the son of my great-grandfather. Leviathan awoke within him almost immediately. But instead of allowing the lad to live out his life as a valued member of the community, my ancestors sought to put his power to other uses. Sadly for them, the icons sensed their treachery and summoned a wave so large it would have swallowed the entire village. if my ancestors hadn't stopped him.
Thanks, ancestors.
Then it is not the surge that binds the child, but time itself.
Yes.
Forgive me. I'm still not sure I understand.
I'm not surprised. It isn't the easiest thing to explain. Which is why it might be better if I took you to see him. Show you exactly what he has to endure.
That is why we came.
Then let us be off. There's a road that leads north from the village. It'll take us right into the surge.
Are you bound for the wave, tributary?
We are, Delina. Have you spread the word about our guests?
I have. Everyone knows to treat them as family.
You shouldn't have any trouble now, but just in case, I would have you accept this symbol of our people.
That's very kind. I look forward to meeting the family.
The feeling's mutual.
Should the tributary be indisposed, feel free to ask me any questions you might have regarding the village, and I'll do my best to answer.
Thank you. We will.
Then I bid you good tide.
Our storehouse lies across the bridge. If you're short of supplies, you may find what you need there.
Oh boy, side
We will have
quests.
to ask you for recompense.
You are Sid, aren't you? The man the tributary told us about? I wonder if you could help me.
With what exactly?
Oh, nothing too troublesome. Do you know my husband, Pavat? He's the village smith, among other things. Anyway, his name day's not far off, and I wanted to make a gift for him. He's a craftsman, you see, and he's been fretting about running low on the flowers he uses for dye making, so I wondered if you might collect some for me and give them to him.
Would this gift not be better coming from you?
Perhaps, but it can't, for reasons I can't go into. Please, I know it sounds daft, but I'd be ever so grateful.
Well, alright.
Fine. Which flowers does your husband need?
The sweet little blue ones that grow around the fount. Elder's blessings, they're called. We use them to dye our fabrics so we always feel close to water like they are. You don't need to go to the trouble of picking them yourself, though. Just speak to the field hands and ask them to share their harvest with you. 2 basketfuls should be enough for my husband to be getting on with.
2 basketfuls it is.
Looks like we'll be doing some questing, boy. Oh boy.
Oh, I'll have her hide when she gets
Woo! Jess, I needed that because this, I keep forgetting why this game is something that I don't play on stream.
Want to talk to. She will have to charge you for the goods, though. Not that would fleece you or anything. It's just, you know.
Make adventures, what up?
I understand.
Finished Stellar Blade demo yesterday, congratulations.
Saying that, she might not be able to get anything down for you for a bit.
Ah, right.
She's got her hands full with the inventory, you see. It should have been my daughter's job.
I've made
really,
the sudden realization.
Little Rill's decided to make herself
My
scarce.
Final Fantasy 16 is just
Heavens,
a lot
only
of
know
this.
Where that girl's got to.
A lot of
You'd
this.
like me to keep an eye out for her.
Oh, no. I couldn't ask that of an outsider. Could I? You wouldn't mind?
Of course not. She won't have gone far, will she?
I hope not. But I've scoured the entire village for her and come up empty-handed. Can't help thinking she might have gone on another one of her little adventures.
Ah, a free spirit, is she?
Aye, that she is. Can't get her to sit still, especially once she heard you lot were on your way. Outsiders! You should have seen her little eyes light up. Oh, if she wanted to watch you arrive, she'd have made for the low gate where you first came in. The guard there might have spotted her. Maybe you could ask him. Ruka, her name is.
All right. I'll let you know if I find her.
Yeah, I don't understand why it installed 6 days early. Yeah, you got the preload. Stellar Blade has installed on PS5 now. When does that game come out? When is it due to release?
Hear me, mine ancestors.
Excuse me. You haven't seen the storekeeper's daughter, have you?
Little Ruka? I have, as it happens. She went out through the gate not long ago.
Out of the village? Alone?
Aye, she does it all the time. There's a path off to the left which leads down to the river. Nice little spot, that. And safe as you like. The beasts of the mountain don't dare come so close to the village.
4:26, not too long.
Go and have a look if you don't believe me.
I will.
That's a Thursday, I think, yeah? You know, I can use my video game purchases as tax write-offs because I make money off of Twitch. So technically, I could say that I'm getting paid to play video games. That's my free time, freelance job.
They're not here either. It's you! I've been looking everywhere for you.
You must be Ruka.
You know my name? Can you lot read minds?
Your father asked me to keep an eye out for you. You left without telling him where you were going. He was worried.
But I went to look for you.
Well, now you found me. What do you say we head back to the village and let your father know you're safe?
All right. And on the way home, you can tell me all about the world beyond the wall. I want to know everything.
Everything might be a stretch.
Thank you for bringing her home.
Tuesday.
And sorry for the trouble.
Oh, no. It was a pleasure.
Daddy, did you know that there are villages 10 times as big as Haven in the outside world? 10 times! Cities, they call them. And in these cities, they have great big walls and towers and castles.
Oh, to think I was worried. You can tell me all about the outside world later, Sweet Pea. Now go and help your mum with the stores.
All right.
Thanks for putting up with her questions. She, has a lot of them. One of the big ones being, what are the people beyond the wall like? Reckon you've made a good first impression.
Are we the only ones she's ever met?
That you are. The rest of the world can't know we're here, so we'll have to be very careful who we're letting in and out. A few of us might make the occasional trip to shore for supplies, but for the most part, we'll make do with what we've got, including what the old Northerners left us.
Yes. You built on top of the old ruins, didn't you?
Well, they make for fine foundations. Their masons clearly knew what they were doing. That's one thing we don't have to worry about. Oh, it's everything else that's the problem.
Sounds familiar.
Metals for tool making, anything like that. We have to dress up as traveling merchants and make a trip to the outside and pray to every cloud in the heavens that nobody sees through us.
Which explains why you need Gil.
Aye. And now Ruka's back, my wife should be free to assist you with any potential purchases. So please, do make good use of our stores, because we fully intend to make good use of your coin.
I'll be sure to keep my purse strings loose.
The pursuit of knowledge. Ageless tallow, rendered from the fat of a boar or bison, in the case of Mystidia, chocobo, or ibex. Tallow is widely used in the manufacture of foul-smelling candles and oily soaps. Blacksmiths have also been known to employ the substance in the final stages of polishing steel. This particular example appears to have been affected by a surfeit of ether, which was somehow slowed in its degradation process, allowing it to maintain both its vibrancy and viscosity. Jesus! Jesus! Jesus Christ. Well played. Haven stores now available. Well played, Hype the Commentator.
Here we go again.
Demonte, what up, pimp? How you feel? How you do? I hope you're staying happy, healthy, and hydrated.
Excuse me.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
I wonder, might you be able to spare a basket of Elder's blessings?
It is all good.
Pavard's wife tasked me with collecting some for her husband.
You did get the $80 version? What's the difference between the $80 and the $70 and the $120?
For the fruits of our labor, does she?
Going over my taxes, I realized that I paid $120 to play Mortal Kombat 1 early.
I'm sorry.
Crazy.
Ah, don't worry about it. An old fool Pavard may be, but if you come bearing gifts, he's not fool enough to turn you away.
I'm glad to hear it. Thank you.
Ah, welcome to Haven, friend.
There was just basically the pre-order bonuses in the base version.
Smith's wife has asked me to make her husband a present of some Elder's blessings.
So it's like extra skins or something. Is it that nude
I
one?
have one, if that's any help.
It is. I'm much obliged. They really are beautiful.
Aren't they just? Though that's not the only reason they have a special place in our hearts.
Well,
Legend has it that when our people fled from Ash, the tributary of the time took some seeds with them. And as they wandered high and low across the Twins, he'd plant them wherever they stopped for water. Every elder since has done the same. So when we finally put down roots here in Mystidia, the flowers did too.
Well, that's 2 basketfuls.
Quick complete. After completing the main objective of some quests, you may be given the option to quick travel to the quest's final destination. If you see a prompt in the lower right hand corner of the screen, hold down menu to immediately travel to the NPC eagerly awaiting your return. Nice. That's a nice quality of life update. Of course, this option is not mandatory and you are free to ignore it. It can also be completely disabled via game settings on the system tab in the main menu.
Time to visit Pavard.
Oh, look at that. Hey. Mage Sight. What up, pimp? How you feel? I hope you are staying healthy, happy, and hydrated. I am not. I drank all my water. But also, thank you for cashing in that after hours Discord check-in. Big ups, mi amigo.
What do you want?
Stargazer suit for Eve, half-rim glasses for Eve, quadruple rectangle earrings for Eve, Stargazer wear for Adam, and Lily Stargazer pack for the drone. 2000 SPXP 5,000 gold in-game currency. That's what comes with the deluxe. Well, sheesh, that's crazy.
That woman.
Will you be playing it on stream? Do you stream games? You stream those kinds of games?
Who? Me?
See, Damonte's live. Let's drop in and say hello.
Would either of you care to explain what's going on?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to deceive you. It's just, my husband can be a bit standoffish at times, and I thought this might be a good way for the two of you to get acquainted. What with you being a swordsman like, and him being the only smith in the village. It'd be a shame if you couldn't turn to him for help.
The only reason he couldn't turn to me for help is because I had my hands full with all the orders you lot dumped on me. I'm pretty much done with them now, though. But, for the record, the tributary said that we were to lend you outsiders.
I will eventually, if the thunderstorms aren't around, since my TV suffered the loss of one HDMI port. You know what? As a technician, a cable technician of 11 years, that happens a lot more often than you think. And whenever a thunderstorm does pass by, I always disconnect all of my electronics. I've seen too many electronics destroyed after thunderstorms. All they had to do is unplug it from their walls. The inconvenience of not being able to use your devices is, for that small time, is a lot better than never using it ever again.
We use it to stain the cloth for our tunics.
Oh, they're still talking.
Remind us where we come from, like.
As modes of water. Children of the sea.
Oh my god, he had a full 2 seconds between those two sentences.
Was left by our ancestors. The ceaseless will, it's called.
Of course.
The river of our tribe, with the strength of Leviathan running through it. And no matter how that river has ebbed and flowed, changed its course, the flowers have always been with us, growing on our banks. I should get back to work. If you need something crafting, let me know.
I will. It was a pleasure to meet you.
This was the guy that was...
Wasn't it just?
Reflection of Earth. Yes, okay. Sure would be nice to use these things. Haven Foundry now available. What's that? I may stream Azure Lane on Twitch at some point since I have all the DLC for it now. Do it. Do it.
Reckon my steel's just as good as any.
Well, actually your equipment sucks. Yeah, none of this stuff is good. None of it. We sat here, talked about flowers and some dumb shit. For what? For the forge to be open so I couldn't do anything with it?
The poor things are as pale as ghosts.
There's a pair of ships just up ahead.
Ships? But are we not still leagues from the shore?
She's not going to answer him.
The quickest route to the surge is due east.
Look at that.
The second galley.
Shula, how did these ships come to be here?
What do you imagine happens when an icon of water gets angry?
Really, brother? Did you have to ask?
You dumb boy. Silly goose. Hey, we leveled up. Whatever that means. I have 4 big boba ships, 2 of them aircraft carriers. What? I'm all about the big bobas. I can get rid of those starting ships for the DLC ships as well. So yes, I can use the Talu, Cyrus Rune, and Fortunate. Okay. Sounds fancy. I'll be sure to check that out. Tonberries. Hey, yo.
Creatures consumed by their hatred for everyone and everything.
I can relate.
Sharp knives, it seems.
I'm just OP. I'm just OP, y'all. Straight facts. The game does look pretty though. But it just doesn't have that Final Fantasy VII charm, I gotta admit. Like when people say that they don't feel 16, I can't blame them. But I'll always have a soft spot for Yoshi P and his stuff.
I can smell the sea.
It's not far now.
Where to post my Twitch? Drop it right in the chat. Or hop on over to my Twitch and drop it there.
How will we reach the surge?
We'll follow the coastline north. There's a bridge that'll take us.
Let's, oh, we're in combat. Okay. Obviously, we're too strong, so we're going to have to dial it back a little bit. With Odin, of course. Bahamut, of course. And, screw it, Titan. Heaven's Cloud, and then Gungear. Titan. Oh. Yes. Yes. I think that'll work.
It's over.
Damn.
Might I inquire about the Ray of Light?
It's what prevents the surge from being reclaimed by the sea. And Dwalius by his people.
There you go. Ooh. I was a little violent, I'm not even gonna lie. Oh, I forgot Torgal can attack. Ooh. Oh, I fell off the dang on cliff. Uh-oh. I know. No. I blocked it. Parry. Now we're fighting. Now we're finally fighting. Damn. Ooh, I'm messing this turtle up.
Nice try. Vogel, kill! This one. Nice try.
Ooh. Let me lock on. There we go. Oof. I keep on thinking it's 7. Damn it.
Nice try.
There we go. Got him, finally. Now that's a fight. That's a fight.
And his name is John C.
Oh shit, ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens, and everybody in between, we are amongst royalty. Give it up for King B. Carol. What up?
I trust we won't have to hold our breath.
No. The surge wraps around the cape without engulfing it.
How are you, my friend? I hope you're staying happy, healthy, and most importantly, hydrated. Of course, big ups.
And the wave's origin.
Me and Daft over on YouTube were talking about Filipio a moment ago. He's been falling off, actually. We've all been kind of falling off of Phil. This shit's just been so lame and boring. I've been actually following Mythica and Cyrax and the White Bowser. Smokey McCrack is a really good YouTube channel that's been following all of those channels. And just Phil's just been Phil. Like, he is so boring, dude. But we still hate him. I've been trying to integrate ChatGPT into my detracting, and I think I have something. I just have to finesse it a little bit. Essentially, I'm going to put Phil's transcripts of his level 1 podcast into the ChatGPT machine and look up logical fallacies that he employs in his podcast. Stellar Blade did not save the business because Filipio will never touch it.
The path seems well kept.
How are you liking this game? I want to like it, but the combat bores me. Beautiful ass game, though.
It's obvious. You don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my goodness! Like, I want to adore this game, but it's not Final Fantasy VII. And now coming back from 7, playing this, I realize it now. All of this talking, there's nothing but talking going on, bro. Like, I can't. I'm not. It's not even like the camera moving around or anything like that. 7 has spoiled me. 7 has spoiled me, bro.
Some of us who would see an end to his suffering.
Let me make this smaller.
Suffering you will soon witness with your own eyes.
All we've seen so far is fucking talking, bro. All they do is talk, and I've only had one good fight, and it was just now with that turtle.
Here. Left unattended, the path would be reclaimed in a
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth will save the business. It's been great for my business. I love that game. Every time I'm playing this, I'm thinking about playing 7. So, like, what does that say? It does look beautiful, though, and it does hold a special place in my heart.
To the child.
It does indeed.
Look at that. I mean, it's crazy looking.
Look at all the droplets of water suspended in midair.
Where they have remained untouched by time for 80 summers.
It's not right.
No. It's not.
Does look cool, though.
Up ahead.
Has it saved Phil Borb's business? Or is it still in the Shadow Realm? It's still in the Shadow Realm. He's never playing that game again. He's never playing that game again.
Down in the center. Follow me.
What has he been playing recently? I lost track of his sorry ass content. He says RPG overload. The answer to RPG overload is Fallout and Elden Ring.
I'll never forget my first priming. The fear. I was old enough to understand what was happening.
It's rough.
One can only imagine how this poor child felt.
He is the victim of an unforgivable sin, committed by people who saw him as nothing but a means to an end.
Are you gonna cry about
so
it?
Frightened.
Then I'll ease his burden.
You don't mean?
I'm not going to hurt him. Contrary to the tales, I don't go around killing dominants for no reason. What if I told you there was a way to remove Wallace's icon?
I tell you, you were a madman.
It's hard to believe, I know. But it can be done. Though, it isn't without its risks. Part of the icon remains no matter what.
So, it might still come to violence.
I don't know. It depends on the dominant.
Jesus Christ.
And I've seen things spiral out of control. But I do know one thing. If we turn our backs on this child, there will be no end to his suffering. And I think that a worse fate than the alternative. Don't you?
Very well.
Oh.
Do what you must. And whatever happens, I will own the consequences.
Don't be afraid, little one. Let me bear the weight.
Uh-oh.
Hush now. It's going to be all right.
Argentina is ruining his subs too. Yes. And I think they're now dropping in on Wing's channel.
Is it done?
Yeah, RPG overload. The only way to fix RPG overload is more RPGs.
I can feel the icon inside me.
Pause.
But something's wrong. He wasn't just afraid. He was angry. All right. Let's see what you've given me.
If RPG overload, do you not want to break away from RPGs? Yeah, more RPGs. The power of water. Clive has claimed a portion of the icon Leviathan's essence. Attuning with Leviathan not only changes the elemental aspect of Clive's magic spells, but also allows access to several new iconic abilities such as Cross Swell and an inescapable rush of water that pummels enemies from multiple angles. Ability details are found on the Abilities tab in the main menu. Leviathan's feat. Hold up. Leviathan's iconic feat, Serpent's Cry, can be used to summon to Clive's off-arm a sea-splitting serpent capable of dealing precision strikes to enemies at great distances. Pressing square in this state will unleash a tidal torrent, multiple bursts of water capable of forcefully knocking back smaller creatures, while pressing triangle will fire a powerful jet of water, a tidal stream, at enemies situated just outside melee range. tidal gauge. Using these attacks will deplete your tidal gauge, becoming unavailable when the gauge is empty. The gauge will slowly replenish over time, but can be refilled quicker by pressing circle. Time a second press perfectly with the on-screen prompt to immediately refill the gauge, as well as earn unlimited ammunition for a short period of time. Hey yo, is this considered a spoiler of I didn't finish the main game? This is right before the final boss in the final dungeon, and it's its own self-contained thing. So like, depending on how far you are in the game, I don't feel like it will kind of, unless I go inside of the relationship sphere grid and it shows all the characters that may or may not be with us anymore, because you know that tends to happen. Hold on. Refill. Aha, got it. Roll. While using Serpent's Cry, press R1 again while dodging will cause Clive to roll in the air, extending the dodge even further. Hey.
Is that Leviathan?
No, just an eggy. But a formidable adversary nonetheless.
Oh, cool. Oh, cool. I like this. Hold on. Whoops.
Oh, look. It has friends.
Oh. That's nice. I keep fucking that up.
That's better.
How do I look at other people? Okay.
It's over.
There we go. Okay, now I got the mobility. Now it's too early. There we go. Hey, there we go. Alright, I'm starting to get used to it.
Let's try.
Whitewater. Mm-hmm. Oh, hell no.
I'll take care of that.
Oh, cool. Gotcha. Well played. I keep forgetting that Prologue Cart's not going to be live tonight. quick question. What time should I be shooting for tomorrow? 3:30 to 4, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens, and everybody in between, help me in welcoming.
He seems calmer now.
You said Wallius was
Bang,
frozen in time,
bang.
but he knew we were here. How?
I don't know. He's never reacted to anything or anyone. Until now.
The child has been bound for nigh on a century. If he has been conscious from the first, we must remove the seal at once.
It's not that simple. I wish it were, but... there's more to this tale. It would be better if I explained back at the village.
I see. Then let's return before it gets dark.
Oh shit, lots of releases in WWE.
Well, yes. I will make this right. So, part of Leviathan is inside you now, is it? Does it hurt?
No. Not anymore, anyway.
Good. Because I still have need of your strength. If you want to know the rest, we should head to the Witten Hall.
Of course.
Look da, the trees back. You think this...
Spoiler alert. I would have done so much with Zaya Lee if I had the book. Damn shame. Jinder Mahal had his time.
To understand the spell which binds Walyas, you must first know who we are.
I think they just asked for their releases. What's the first part of the expansion of 16? That is the...
Tapestry is our story, the one that brought us here.
That's the,
After generations of
the Omega one.
My people sought refuge in northeastern Storm.
So Argentina has started to mess with Rings of Redemption. Yep. I think, Snort Hogan had a video about it.
The Gregorian Church demanded we renounce our faith and branded us heretics when we could not.
To be exterminated, as a lesson to others.
And so was it chronicled in the imperial histories, for anything less would have made the Church seem weak. Yet a handful survived. The few who did fled north and west.
And he just tweeted the Maharaja. I quit. Maharaja out. And then a bag of money emoji.
Was an old legend revealing how to make your very own mother crystal.
I've heard that one before.
Yes. Yet it gave them new hope, however false. Our ancestors convinced themselves that they could recreate the divine if they could only find a strong enough heart. A living being capable of channeling torrents of ether. And the heavens provided.
A dominant. Well, yes.
They'd stumbled across a nostrum in an ancient ruin, which they believed could provoke a sudden outpouring of a creature's ether. They meant to enrage his icon. Leviathan would have destroyed everything, had our people not made their second important
Echoes of the Fallen, that was the one, thank you. Hulk Hogan's Big Taint, that was the name, yep.
Where did they find that? The Northerners had no such magics, or they would have used them.
When our ancestors first arrived, the land was uninhabited, save for an old witch who lived on the highest peak.
Matoya?
Her body had been consumed by the curse, a cruel payment for her long years of service to the Northern Thanes. So desperate were they to prevent the fall of Drake's Eye, they'd forced her to devise a spell to stop time.
But Drake's Eye did fall.
It did. When she finally perfected the necessary magics, it was already too late. As punishment for her failure, the Thanes exiled her to this forsaken place to live out the few days she had left. Knowing her suffering, our ancestors cared for her as best they could, and in return, she gifted them her spell. That even though she should die, her legacy might live on. So armed with both the knowledge of the ancients and the secrets of time, our ancestors settled upon an ambitious plan. They would create a new Mother Crystal and enchant it that it might endure for all eternity.
I have DMC 5 on PlayStation 5. I loved that game, dude.
Suffering finally end, and prosperity visit.
We'll get it at $25. Yeah, it might even be cheaper coming up soon since they bundled both together as a bundle. That's what I got.
Was the sacrifice of a single child. A small price to pay, or so they believed.
Another victim of man's blind reliance on the Mother Crystals. So we know the seal source. How do we break it and restore the flow of time?
Who do I like in DMC 5?
Do you recall the dome of light on top of the cliffs to the west? Inside lie the ruins of an old temple. It was there that the witch built the Vare, a conduit of sorts that channels her remaining.
I even have the DLC with Virgil, so I'm gonna say Virgil.
On my watch. It's been a long time since anyone set foot
I'm gonna say
in the
Virgil.
place.
I am the storm that is approaching.
Then we shall go prepared for a fight. That said, it may be best if one of us stays behind.
You think the village could be in danger?
YV, it's got that awesome ass move where everything gets cut up in lines and then it just shatters and breaks. Might be confused on that. Yeah, I'm also very high. So
The Phoenix will see your people.
it's been a long time.
You have my thanks.
Very well. We should depart at once. I fear time may not.
But then again, I also
can
said
afford.
that I liked the reboot DMC, which was universally disliked by most people.
The Vare is not easy to find. We must first head north and then west, deeper into the forest.
We need to go deeper.
Oh, I never should have let him go alone. Ty, take me. What am I gonna do?
It's you again.
You've got to help me. Shula said you were a force to be reckoned with. Are you?
Oh, this is another guy.
Why do you ask?
Hey? Oh, sorry. I should explain. My name's Kitan. I'm worried about a friend of mine. He went into the forest and he hasn't come back. Would you help me find him?
Familiar with these creatures? The crow? The crow and the dog, maybe? That's about as much as I know.
I can try. Tell me what I need to know.
Of course. You know about the glamour our ancestors cast to keep this place hidden, right?
Shula told us about it, yes.
V is the human side
Do you know
of
the cairns
Virgil.
we use to maintain the spell? Well, it's me and my friend's job to maintain them. If it weren't for the likes of us,
It sounds
it would have
familiar.
faded
I'm not
years ago.
too. I'm not
your
well
friend went
versed
into
in
the forest to
the
visit one of these
DMC
Aye, that's right.
Devil May Cry lore.
He said he was going down to Father's Fell.
I do like the
There are two
Devil
cairns
Trigger
out that
song,
way,
and I
one
do
by
like
banks of
the
Swift Run, and another near the Winged
Storm
Waves,
song.
the ships in the forest.
All right. How will I know this friend of yours?
His name's Nassef. He's about my height, but clean-shaven. If you could track him down and see that he's come to no harm, I'd be much obliged. I'll search the village, just in case anyone's seen him, and meet you back here.
Very well. One came by the ships, another by the river. Better get moving.
Hail, stranger.
Hail.
Are you a rider by any chance?
I am.
Are you hitting on me?
Gave me away.
Oh, I can smell it on you. The scent of the stables. And not just any stables. Something tells me you've never been one to ride half-starved birds with chine gall and wet beak. If I had a guess, I'd say your bird eats only the finest greens and has her feathers groomed twice a day with a curl hairbrush.
V is one of the main protagonists and the third playable character introduced in Devil May Cry 5, a human with demonic ties. V presents himself as Dante's new client to put him to the trial of Eruzen and takes Nero as backup insurance. It's revealed later that it is, in fact, the human half of Virgil. Okay.
Yes. I suppose.
Oh, that sounds vaguely familiar.
This I've got to see. Can you bring her here?
I would if I could, but I doubt Shula's skiff could hold her.
Me dad's got a boat, and he's ferried chocobos before. You could get him to bring her. It'd be perfect timing and all. He's preparing for a trip beyond the wall as we speak. I'm sure he'd help you if you asked.
He would. Well, I don't suppose it would hurt to have Ambrosia around. All right then. Where could I find your father?
He'll be in the storehouse on the other side of the brook. Tell him Manda sent you.
Bird of Passage. So that's how V and Virgil can use the creatures. Okay, that makes sense.
Got the repairs done in no time.
Bastard things.
Just try to breathe. That's it.
Is everything all right?
Ah, you're the outsider. I'm Fannet, healer by trade.
They are one and the same.
And this is
so
Talon,
it makes sense.
one of my patients. He
when you put it
took
like
not
that.
long after you arrived.
Nothing too serious, I hope.
My man's got COVID.
I hope so too,
But
this affliction, it's like nothing I've ever seen before. He complains of feeling chilled to the bone, but there's no fever to go with it. And my most powerful antalgic hasn't done a thing to ease the pain in his chest. I'm starting to wonder if his condition might require a different kind of treatment altogether. Shula said that you were here to help us. You couldn't help me, could you?
one of the missions in DMC 5, you have to protect these creatures and prevent them from being destroyed. Nice.
I'd be happy to.
God, it makes me actually want to play that game more than this.
You can. Don't worry.
Just a whole bunch of talking.
All I need you to do is speak to Talor's son, Pavat.
Just a whole bunch of talking.
And ask if he knows what his father was up to before he came down sick. Something must have caused this, and I want to find out what. The trouble is, Talor's too weak to speak, and I can't leave his side for long. So while you talk to Pavat, I'll pay his wife word a quick visit, just in case she knows anything.
All right.
Leave me be. Let me go. Let me go.
Oh. Save that. There we go. I would actually play with you since DMC allows for online. Oh shit, how does that work?
Thanks for bringing me daughter back.
I don't grudge her looking for adventure, but she's got to pull her weight like the rest of us.
Was it like
Anyway,
one picks
now
V,
we've got
the other one
inventory
picks
done, I can attend to my
Nero
own
or
tasks,
Necro?
like seeing to our visitors' needs. So, was the route you wanted?
These are
will have to
bumpkins
charge
for
you.
real. Ooh. Minu waistcloth. It is suspected that the dye made from the flowers known as Elder's Blessings grown in Mystidia not only gives the motes of water clothing its vibrant blue hue, but that ethereal residue attributed to an ancient spell cast upon the land somehow increases the dyer's performance, which in turn renders the cloth applied therethrough more resistant to both damage from external forces and natural degradation. Yes. Let's get that.
May it serve you well.
Jesus. May it
Here
serve
you
you
are.
well. I can't afford it.
Well, if you're sure you need it, I'll be here.
Oh, do you need something?
I do.
I need these people
not from
that
the
start talking faster.
Famet
Jesus.
asked me to speak with you. She's looking into the cause of your father's illness and wondered if you could shed any light on the matter.
I see. Sorry. She shouldn't have dragged you into this.
It's no trouble, really. Tell me, did your father do anything out of the ordinary before he fell ill?
Not that I know of. But then I hardly see him.
Fallout
He's always
mania.
out and about, like. Well, at least he was. Suppose he might have been a bit more fidgety than usual, but apart from that.
When you say out and about, where does he usually go?
Just round the village. Wanders over to Blazier's place most days. He's a fisher who lives on the other side of the fount. They're old friends. Maybe he knows something I don't.
Maybe. I'll go and speak with him.
Reckon my steel's just as good as any.
So where's the new stuff?
Till next time, then.
Yeah. Till next time.
No sign of the child.
You don't think he's...
Let's go back this way.
My lord, may I speak with... There is a matter with which I would beg your aid.
Of course, what is it?
Please, not so loud.
Something serious, then.
Yes, I think we might have company. I was passing by the low gate when I saw a figure moving among the trees up on the cloak. At first, I thought it must have been you or your brother, so I didn't say anything, but the more I think about it, the more certain I am that the figure looked familiar.
And you're sure it wasn't one of the other villagers?
Positive. I think it was someone from outside the wall who has found his way inside. Of course, it could just be my imagination playing tricks on me. I only caught a fleeting glimpse, and it might have been you or your brother. But if it is who I think it is, we cannot allow him to leave now that he knows we're here. Would you go and see? He won't try to hurt you, believe me. Given what lurks in the forest, the only one likely to get hurt is him.
Very well.
Very well. Whether the man you saw is who you believe him to be or not, we need to know. It may yet be someone else entirely. Someone who means your people, or my people, harm.
Perhaps. Just promise me that if you do find someone up there...
Don't worry. I won't draw my sword unless I need to.
Thank you.
Yamila, this man you saw.
What edition of Stellar Blade did I get? I did not get any edition of Stellar Blade. Because literally all I want to do is play Final Fantasy VII. I'm actually thinking about stopping this and playing Final Fantasy VII. There's just all this talking. All of this talking going on. You know what? I can't do it anymore. I just can't. I could see why people don't like this game. I did. I played the demo. I'd rather play the demo than this right now. Like, I was all hyped for this. And Echoes of the Fallen was actually a really good game. What if I stream Stellar Blade? Yeah, go for it. Ain't nobody stopping you. Leviathan channel. Yeah, I don't care anymore. Like, Jesus. What good is it if I'm just going around talking to these country bumpkins about their dumb problems? Like, leave me the fuck alone, man. I'm just trying to do my thing. These guys are all up in my shit. Like, you kill icons, right? Come on. Come through. Pull through. Like, get out of here. 17, 24. Let's do this one. Fuck it. I don't care. Very nice. Yeah, that's about it. I'm tapping out on this, guys. No wonder Prolocard did not finish this game. I don't blame him. It's a lot of talking, a lot of stuff going on, but I just could not be bothered to care. However, I did have a great time hanging out with everybody here. Mink Adventures, all the way over on the YouTube side of things. And of course, everybody hanging out over on Twitch. Dom, DeMarco, King Be Cruel, Hype the Commentator, DeMonte, Deus Marionette, the lovely Lieutenant Mal, Jess Cup, of course, Coffee Not Safe for Work, SOS Rampage. And the list goes on and on and on. I will play it, but don't get me wrong, I'll actually finish 16, damn it. God bless you, because
it was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
There's so much talking, dude. I don't know. I just don't know. There's just something about it. Maybe it was just a bad night for it. I don't know. But with all that being said, guys, thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. I do appreciate your time. They say a person's time is their most valuable resource. Stay tuned, because I may fire this back up, play some Final Fantasy VII, or I may just get high and watch YouTube for the rest of the night, because this weekend we have a huge weekend of professional wrestling, starting with Spring Fever in Hollywood, followed up by an Al Snow seminar, and then after that, Spring Fever in Joppa. So who the fuck said I will not push Stellar Blade out? Ain't nobody said that, but yeah, ain't nobody said it. They say anxiety is just conspiracy theories about yourself. But with all that being said, thank you all for hanging out. Until next time, take care, be safe, peace.